All right, Shalom. Let's start off with giving all praises, honor, glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem, Harakakadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Peace and salutations to the whole free elect. Coming at you with another quick lesson to the spirit and power of Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai. Lord willing, this lesson may be edifying. And there's no other way. There is no other way but the straight gate. Okay? We're about to get into some straight times, meaning hard, okay, times. And there's no other way. So we got to continue to trust in Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai. We got to continue to build up our faith more and more. Because all we're going to have to lean on is Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai in our faith. Okay? Ultimately, now, of course, you're going to have a brotherhood. But, a lot of people might be put in certain situations where they might not have a brother around them, So they just got to, move through the spirit. Okay? As the scriptures say, wisdom and knowledge should be the stability of thy times. Okay? So we're going to have to move with wisdom as we see this devil about to come down with his great wrath. All right? But there's no other way. Just as Yahushua asked his father, is there another way? Why didn't he get an answer? Because there was no other way. And we are starting to see that as well. Okay? That we must go through and endure whatever our lot is. All right? So let's start at verse 26. Howbeit, as the disciples stood around about him, he rose up and came into the city, and the next day he departed with Barnabas to Derbe. And this is talking about Apostle Paul. And when they had preached the gospel to that city and had taught many, they returned again to Lystra, into Iconium, and to Antioch, confirming the souls of the disciples and exhorting them to continue in the faith, right? To continue in the faith, and that we must through much tribulation enter into the kingdom of the Most High. So we're going to go through a lot of tribulation. That's why I said the straight gate. Okay? The persecution, all these different things. The things that happened to the prophets before us, the disciples, our Lord. A lot of us is going to be dealing with some of those same exact, or be put in some of those same exact situations. Right? But it says that we must do much tribulation. You see? Now, I want to go to the book of Matthew, chapter 7, verse 13. It says, enter ye at the straight gate, for wide is the gate, and broad is the way that leads to destruction. And we know that this world is focused on what? The broad way. Everyone's following that path for the broad way. A lot of these people ain't following the narrow path, the path of difficulty. A lot of people think it's easy, what we're actually doing. They don't know the daily things you got to deal with. They don't understand that this path and this walk of faith that we're in. They think they see us on the highways and byways, and we might joke here and there. I mean, we preach first and foremost, and we'll make a little joke here and there, and we'll laugh. You'll see us smiling, but you have no idea what a lot of brothers is going through. And I'm not excluding your sisters, but I'm specifically talking about the men of the Lord, the teachers. You have no idea. Certain brothers is on the highways and byways with different ailments, sicknesses, fighting having a mental battle, whatever it may be, depression, anxiety, whatever. You just think we just, jump up and, like it's a regular, everyday situation. Sometimes it is, but a lot of times it's not. You can't sleep because you got different demons messing with you in your sleep. What the Esau call it, sleep paralysis. This is just a lot of things, brothers is dealing with. We just might not talk. We just, might not talk about, or we just won't show it. you know? So I'll say this. It says, and enter ye at the straight gate, for wide is the gate, and broad is the way that leadeth to destruction, and many there be which go thereat. So when you following, the ways of Esau, really you following the image, following his image, right? That is the broadest way to lead him to destruction. You see? Following his path of madness, his path of confusion and rebellion against Yahweh Bashim Yahushai. That is the broader way, you know? But it says, and many there be which go thereat. You see, because that's more of an easier path for you to go that way and not humble yourself and follow the way of Yahweh Bashim Yahushai, which gives you responsibility, holds you accountable, gives you a true understanding and a way of life, how things should be and how the Heavenly Father wants things should be. Right? Even if we can't, execute a lot of these things and we got to turn a cheek from them, that's the part of the walk too, of just having to deal with it just dealing with it, bearing the burden of it, right? So it says, because straight is the gate and narrow is the way which leadeth into life, and few be there that find it. So a lot of you people, you thinking you're going to find your life in these vain things, whether it's money, women, cars, careers, whatever, all that's vain, because in a second, majority of you people, you about to lose it all. You're about to lose it all. You see? And your faith is going to be tested of, do you really trust in the Lord? Because you're about to lose it all. The new system you got coming up with. And if you ain't bowing down to that, then you lose it all. But most people, they don't have a vision. They don't, this is their end all be all. So in their mind is, hey, you know what? You only live once, or, this is going to continue. No, man. This is not going to continue. You may think it may seem like it's going to continue, but if you got some type of eyes, okay, if you got some type of eyes, if you got a useful brain, you would see that, wait a minute, something's wrong. This place is on the brink of destruction. This place is on the brink of collapse. But you people think of there's some type of rebuilding. Yeah, okay. Once this place fall, be destroyed, there is no rebuilding, no rehabilitation of America, Babylon the Great. Nah, it's going to be it's going to be a habitation for desert-like creatures. Okay? So going back to 14, it says, because straight is the gate and narrow is the way which leadeth unto life, and few there be that find it. And that's why we always talk about this place is spiritually Sodom and Egypt, and how America is really a graveyard. You people are really spiritually dead walking around, and you're not going to find this life. Okay? You're not trying to find it the way the leaf to life neither. But it's only many, okay? It's only many there that be, or it's like it's only a few that be there that find it, all right? So verse 15, it says, beware of false prophets, which come to you in sheep's clothing, but inwardly they're raven in wolves. And you got prophets amongst Israel, talking about the ones that know they're Israel, the ones that's from the seed of Israel, but proclaim and deny that they are Israel. And, these different, even heathen, these different individuals teaching all these false doctrines of madness, doctrines of you can do whatever the hell you want and you'll be saved. Okay, just believe, okay, and trust in the Lord. JC, okay, he died for the blood, of all the people, these John 3:16ers and all this madness. And it's like, what are you talking about? Talking about prosperity, I wanted to show this clip earlier, man, of, the rapper nigga Boosie Badass. I guess he had a good day in court, right? So since he had a good day in court, he took a picture with a Bible in his lap, like you see God working. You don't even know that the Most High, the Lord Yahweh, can be having you reserved, which we believe, having you reserved to You're being reserved for some type of punishment. You see, you don't even know that though. A false prophet won't tell people that. Let me get that since I mentioned it. The book of Proverbs, chapter 16, verse 4 says, Yahweh have made all things for himself, yea, even the wicked for the day of evil. So a lot of you people are being preserved for the day of evil, for the day of judgment, for the day of calamity. You see? But let's get back to the point, right? I don't want to stray off. The book of 2 Ezra, chapter 7, verse, let's start at verse 1. It says, and I speak on my power, then said he unto me, the sea is set in a wide place, that it might be deep and great, but put the entrance were narrow and like a river. Who then can go into the sea to look upon it and to rule it? If he went not through the narrow, how could he come into the broad? You see? There is also another thing. A city is built and set upon a broad field, and is full of all good things. The entrance thereof is narrow and is set in a dangerous place to fall, like as if there were a fire on the right hand and on the left a deep water, and only one path between them both, even between the fire and the water, so small that there could but one man go there at once. You see? You know how much of a tight space that is? Just like you're on a tightrope, okay? And like one side is the fire, one side is the water. But you got to continue on that path. You got to continue on the path to get where you're trying to get, right? Through much tribulation. You see? Through much tribulation. Right? If this city were now, city now were given unto a man for an inheritance, if he shall never pass the danger set before it, tribulation, right? You got to endure these things that's about to happen. That's, to get what we need to get. How shall he receive this inheritance? And I said, it is so, Lord. Then said he unto me, even so also is Israel's portion. All right. So this is a path of difficulty. You're not just going to get there, no easy way. No easy way. All right. The path is narrow. It's straight, meaning hard. Okay. That the scriptures don't say in the book of Matthew, chapter 24, verse, I believe it's 13. He that endureth unto the end, the same shall be saved. It don't say that for no reason. What do endure what? What do we got to endure? Everything that's about to come. Everything that's about to come. All the hell, all the destruction, all the calamity, the persecution, all that. We got to endure all these different things. But see, if you trust in Yahweh, he said, look, I got you. You good. Read Psalms 91. You covered. You'll be in the midst of it, but you'll be covered. You see? So, that was just something quick I wanted to do through the spirit. Like I said, look, this is a path of difficulty. It ain't gonna be easy. It ain't gonna be being thrown in prison because what you believe in. Being lied upon. Being martyred and tortured and made to be. He'll have false witnesses accusing you and trying to humiliate you. All these different things, man. That's about to come down upon us. All the different persecution. Making us public enemy number one because we don't want to bow down. You see? We don't want to take the MARK. Yeah, all these things is about to come to us. Okay? And the believers, we going through the spirit, if I'm of the hopeful elect, we're going to fight through this. But there is no other way, man. There is no other way. And we need that divine intervention from Yahweh Bashim Yahushua. We need it. There's no other way. You Jakes, you talking about, a black wealth and all this. Where? Inside this crumbling kingdom. That's what you think. You think you gonna build in this crumbling kingdom. Don't you see Jake already tried to do that before? Black Wall Street, Rosewood, and a dozen plus other cities that was ran by Jake. But you don't understand that this is your punishment. This is your captivity. This ain't for you to rest. And you ain't gonna get it. But you want to continue to trust in this devil. You know what? Let me get one more. Like Elder Hawa say, I must be allowed. Let me show you what's going to happen. And there's plenty I can get, but I want to just get this one. All right. Isaiah chapter 36, verse 6, it says, Lo, thou trustest in the staff of this broken reed on Egypt, whereon if a man lean, it will go into his hand and pierce it. So is the Pharaoh king of Egypt to all that trust in him. So all y'all gonna trust in this in the leader, right, who's leading this place. All y'all gonna trust in this government. Y'all gonna trust in this whole system, and you're gonna lose. You're gonna lose. You're gonna be pierced. Okay? And no one's gonna be there to heal that wound. You see? Because you wanted to put your trust in a place of the place of confusion. Okay? You wanted to trust in the chariots and the horses and the things of this place, and not in Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai. You see? Especially when you take the M-A-R-K. Oh my God. Ooh, and you take the M-A-R-K, you out. Okay? Maybe Lord willing, I'll do a lesson on that. Lord put the spirit on me later this afternoon. But you take that, you done. You finish. Lord willing, I'll deal with that later. Till next time, I want to say shalom.